All right, so listen, before we even start, I'm gonna bust it down for you, right? Because I want you to know that I respect your time. You ready for this?
What's up?
I pretty much didn't watch shit except for Insecure.
Okay, so I
But
like you.
but my sister watched Blood and Water and she told me about every episode. So I know what happened in that show. You said you didn't watch it either?
I only watched episode one, and I was like, it's not for me.
She was telling me the story and I was sitting there and I was high as shit. Like, I could care less right now. Yeah. But she kept telling me every episode about it. So now I know what happened. I tried to watch it the day before yesterday. I tried to watch it because I knew it was on a list. And I'm like, let me go ahead and knock down some of these things. And I got like 3 minutes in and realized that I didn't care.
I didn't either. Let's
But I
see.
watched Insecure,
Did you
and
get
then
a
the
chance
rest
to
of
watch?
it I didn't really like get a chance to watch because I've actually been kind of busy lately. Surprisingly, I went back to work, so I ain't
Look
really
at
been
you
home.
getting back
I
out there.
know, right? Out here with these Ronas. So I
Well,
figured if there was anything that was touching your heart that you seen that you could pretty much, take the lead and talk about it. Um, and then also the other thing that I had to say, um, we gotta keep it to like an hour and a not hour and a half, hour, 15 minutes. 'Cause I gotta pick up my weed by a certain time. And yeah, I can't smoke no more street weed. So I have to make that appointment because these weed men on these streets be bugging.
okay. So insecure, legendary, the high note, the lovebird. We'll try to keep it
The
to
high
that.
note. Wait, the high note. Isn't that Tracy Ellis Ross movie?
Yes,
That didn't come out yet, did it?
it came out Friday.
No, it didn't.
I put things on the list for a
I
reason.
didn't see that on the list though.
She questioning my list,
No, it's
nigga.
not that I question your list. I maybe because I just assumed that it would say Tracy Ellis Ross with it.
Oh no, because you thought I would, but I didn't
Well,
do
let's
that.
not go over that yet because I do want to see that. I do want to look at the Mary J. Blige one and the Tracy Ellis Ross one. So let's not go over those because I don't
So you
want you to
can't do the
spoil those.
Lovebird or Tracy Ellis Ross.
Hmm?
You can't do the Lovebirds or Tracy
No,
Ellis
I
Ross.
watched the Lovebirds.
Okay, so I just have to cut the high note.
I actually watched it twice by accident.
Were you high?
Yeah, both times, but it wasn't like I watched it by myself, and then my anniversary was Friday, so I went over there. I went over there to bullshit around and play cards and stuff with him, and he ended up putting it on.
Yo, look at y'all being all cute and
I
stuff.
know, right? What the fuck is that? What is that? Love? What? Been with that nigga for 7 years. 7, almost 10, bruh. Like, wow, that's a long fucking time.
And it's gonna be many more years.
That is a long time. 7 years. Wow. Sometimes it be hitting me like, yo, this is like a grown up relationship. Even though like it's been a grown up relationship because I'm a grown up, it's
Mm.
just like, I have those moments where I be like, nigga, I'm about to for life this shit with you, bro. I mean, you straight, you know?
It's gonna put a ring on it soon.
Child. I'll probably lose that shit because I'm terrible with jewelry. I
Well,
know
worst
I'm the
case scenario,
worst.
you can get one of the silicone rings.
Yeah, I do one of those little the rubber bands that niggas be wearing. I do one. Just paint it like a color that I could wear every day. That would be my best bet because I'm terrible with jewelry. That shit don't be meaning nothing to me. People, oh, I need a big rock. For what? For what? So that y'all can be like, oh, look, she got a big rock. I don't give a fuck about that shit, bro.
That's
Most
how
of them
you get
big rocks don't
niggas.
be good relationships anyway. So
Plus, if somebody sees a big rock, they see money.
like, I don't understand why that's important. You know what I'm saying? Like I'd be looking at people like, so how many dudes be coming up talking that money shit to me? I had one dude ask me, "Can I help your boyfriend take care of you?" What? It's like what? Are you sitting? No, I had two people. One of them was an older guy when I lived in Georgia. I don't even remember. I think I was out. I was out with one of my friends, and my friend went into the house, and I was like walking past. Like I was walking past where the house was. The guy pulls up. Older guy, looked like he smelled like extra cologne. Like I didn't get close enough to the car to smell him, but he, you know how you know when you look at an older dude and you be like, I could tell you wearing hard bottoms, and I could tell that you took a shower in cologne. He was one of them dudes. He's like, I want to, take care of you. I'm like, bro, I got a whole boyfriend. I have a whole boyfriend and two kids. I'm good. No. So I can't be your friend. You don't get your old friendly ass the fuck on. Because you know what happens? Like, say I entertain a conversation like that. Like once I did, because it was like a street nigga up here, and he definitely couldn't have done nothing for me, like at all. Not that I needed him to, but it just was like, you want me to move from this to this? So he's like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like I could do for you, I could take care of you. And I'm sitting there like, bruh, go ask my man how much I cost. And I'm not even talking like I like bags and shoes and being flashy. No, like that nigga like literally handles the family funds. Like, so if you ready to take care of that or you want to step in and cut that in half, I'm more than what I'll call him right now. Babe, you need some help? Cause it's a nigga over here that's got his wallet open. But then when you say some shit like that, oh no. Okay then, nigga, close your wallet and shut your mouth. I hate that. Come over here talking that money shit, but then when you give them the cash app, they don't cash app. Like, what the fuck? Don't fool, child. I hate niggas sometimes. I just see. I said I wasn't gonna do this week on this damn podcast with you, Amari. Anyways, how was your week?
What?
Cause you do this all the time, and then I just be talking, and it just be me and me and me, and then I don't ask you shit. Like I just be a terrible ass person, and it just like
How are you a terrible ass person when I keep telling you this is the setup?
I know, and it's still be feeling like I need to be a better person. Like, God, you got to give a fuck about. Like the other day, the birthday card you gave me had fell out of the little place where I keep my cards, and I went to pick it up. And I was like, dang, I don't even know when this nigga birthday is. I'm just a fucking terrible person, and I don't want you to feel like I could be. Well, no, I could be better, but like that's why I be telling you don't be such a great friend to me. You know what I'm saying? Because then I can't kind of give you, oh, child, that's a whole nother conversation. See, I'm sober right now. I haven't smoked today, so I can't keep my thoughts on one track.
This is very fun though.
Do you
That's,
have anything stored for the getting in depth with it thing? Do you have a topic for that?
I mean, since we're talking about relationships, we could talk about that catfishing situation.
Oh, yeah, I forgot all about that. All right, where are we starting? All right, let's do the rundown. Where are we starting with and where are we going?
uh,
Are we starting with getting in depth with it, or are we going to talk about insecure stuff first?
let's talk about insecure so I can get myself.
It's like I don't even want to talk about this catfish shit.
Uh, so I'm
Mm-hmm.
glad we got to see Issa and Delilah talk a bit more than usual.
What's
Delilah
up
is
with Delilah?
Issa's mother's name is Delilah.
Okay. I gotta remember we don't record this every week. I'm like, what are you talking about? So 2 weeks ago. All right, so we starting with insecure number one, or the last week insecure, or the week before that, whatever. You get what I'm saying.
I get
So
what you're saying.
Delilah, I never knew her name. I still was just calling her Tasha Mack.
Straight up, I only reason I even know is because I did a character guide just to keep me abreast of what the fuck their names are.
Cause you extra.
Yeah, but for the most part, it helps me because half the
No,
time I don't know.
I mean, plus you got your website thing that so.
That fucking website is getting on my nerves so much this week, but that's a whole different boring subject. Anywho, so I like the fact they had a real conversation because
Mm.
in that when you see Molly and Issa separate, you realize they have whole ass lives without each other. So technically, they don't really need each other.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think that episode, everything about that episode was just like refreshing. And it reminded me that sometimes breakups be like breakups with your friends are like, well, not it. I don't even have to say it reminded me because I've been going through all of these breakups with my friends over the last couple of years, but it was just refreshing to see like someone go through their hurt and then like their process of it. Like me, whenever I'm like hurting in my feelings, a box of Cheez-Its, season one of the game, or a couple of episodes of Sex in the City, and that'll help calm me down. You feel what I'm saying? Like that's my start process. You gotta start, you gotta take a shower because you gotta wash the bad energy off you. You know what I mean? Like that. So to see her come in and she's just kind of like over it, fed up with what's going on and kind of like outside of herself, and then just start cleaning up. You know what I mean? Because sometimes when you kind of are fucked up on the inside and you can't get your shit together on the inside,
Mm-hmm.
you want to control what you can. You know what I mean? And even though they say control your emotions, sometimes you can't. Sometimes you can't. Like if you feeling away or you're hurt, you're angry. Sometimes you can't just. You still got to let that shit out in some form or fashion. So it's like she took control of her environment and she started like, okay, I'm not ready to clean up my inside shit. I'm not ready to open that, to take the band-aid off and actually like, clean out the wound and stuff. So I'm gonna start cleaning around my house and getting my shit on the outside in order. And sometimes you gotta like work your way from the outside in, you know what I mean, in the healing process. And it was refreshing to see that.
Also, it made me at the end wish so badly they would give, since they gave Issa an episode on her own and also gave Molly an episode on her own, could we get a Kelly episode on her own?
You feel me?
Like, how?
I, but
'Cause
you know why they won't do that? Because then we gonna want more of it.
we
They
already want more of it.
exactly. And the second that they give us a full 34 minutes of Kelly with the 1 minute of credits, the second that they do that, that shit gonna be like, yo, fuck Issa and Molly. Like, can we get a spinoff? And they probably don't want to take that type of attention off of the show just yet.
I think Natasha already has a show coming.
Does she? I listened to her interview with Jamel Hill recently, and she's way different from Kelly.
Kelly and her two separate people.
Two totally different people.
But
But it makes me appreciate her acting more. The fact that she can get that deep into a character that she's nothing like.
but I also feel like she's starting to typecast herself because it seems like most of
Mm,
the characters she played is some form of Kelly. Even when she was in that white movie Love Simon, I think she wasn't like full on Kelly, but she was definitely like I'm the only black person here and have a little bit of a
mm.
what
See,
was
I've
it?
only seen her in that movie with Tiffany Haddish, like a boss.
There
I've
you go.
only seen her outside of Insecure. I've only seen her, or paid attention to her in that movie. But even in that movie, like she played more of a mama, but she still gave a little bit of black. You know what I mean? Like she gave like, oh yeah, we're good, uppity, nice, upstanding people. But then like when Tiffany and them, fucked up a little bit, she went black mama a little on them. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So it was refreshing to see her in that role too. But I don't know. Because I don't know what else she's been in to judge, but I could see her becoming typecast as a Kelly.
Which reminds me, how did you feel about the Molly episode?
Mm.
Mm,
It's like,
sad.
nah. Molly just has so many. Like when it's painful watching her. It's painful, and because of that, like I feel like the writers are just really doing a good job because they're really making me just be mm. Like, all right. Overall, I was cool with the episode was cool. I think the part that really pissed me off was when they was talking about Issa. And I don't even want to say piss me off, but like the part that like really stood out to me outside of, granted there was a fight with, her boyfriend's brother or whatever, but
Hmm.
I kind of, mm, and
I
no,
like
go ahead.
I
Because I don't
like
really
the
have many thoughts on it. Fuck Molly, really. I mean, I love Yvonne Orji though, but But go ahead.
I like the fight between Molly, Victor, Lydia, and Andrew, though. The whole commentary about how Asian people, when it comes to being people of color, and how they're somewhat selective with that.
I agree, but my issue with that fight was more so like a personal one, not like even in regard to like race or anything. It was like it bothered me that she was about to open that can of worms with people and she didn't have enough backup on her own. You feel what I'm saying? That was the only part that I didn't, because it's like what she was saying. I feel I can see that. You know what I mean? I can see her argument. I can definitely see. The brother, he was getting on my nerves. I would have punched him in the face by then. You know what I'm saying? But for me, it was just like a when Andrew and the brother's girlfriend, like they were trying. They were
Lydia.
trying to like, alleviate the situation and kind of bring down the tensity. But when she said that comment about, Asian people and their being selective, when everybody kind of just looked at her like, wait, whoa, what? Then it was just like, oh, Molly, please don't take this conversation any further. Because for me, it was like if I was in her shoes, I wouldn't really know how to express myself and to where I felt heard and understood by other people, if that makes sense. So for me, that scene was triggering because it was like, girl, don't just get you some backup, girl, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, because otherwise it'll be 1 on 3, and she has to explain the
And
whole
you in a
black experience. On top of that, the whole
yes, and
black
that's the
woman experience.
thing. That part. It's like too much to explain to people who will never understand. No matter how many times they say, no, I get where you're coming from, or I can totally understand. You will never understand because there are certain feelings that go into that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's just
Much less
that's
with Victor,
really yeah, that's really what kind of had me like, no, I can't do this. Make this scene over.
much less with Victor wanting to play devil's advocate. He was not really trying to have a conversation.
Exactly. Triggered. Ooh, see, that's why I didn't even want to get too deep into this because it's triggering when you're dealing with people who you just be looking at like, are you fucking kidding me? Like you can literally see he just wanted to poke. I just want to poke the bear. I just want to see how much. And it's like, bruh, open your eyes, bro. This shit is real every day for black people, and not even just black people, but people of color who identify as people of color and who are identified as people of color. You get what I'm saying? It's one
Hmm?
thing for what you identify as, but it's another thing for what you are identified as, what people see you as. So it's like it's a whole different experience. And then when I see people like challenging those things, it's like, bro, don't challenge this shit, bro, because you don't understand. Like if this is, and it's not just sometimes with racism, it's sometimes with like man versus woman. You know what I mean? Like a man will be like, oh, well, that's not what that meant. It's like, bro, I'm a woman. I know what the fuck this bitch meant. Like, don't tell me. I know. Like, I know what that look means because I do that look when I want to do the same things that she's trying to do. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it's one of those things. Like, and it was just triggering. I was all too happy when she said, "Fuck you," and get your fucking brother. That made me feel good.
Moving on from Insecure, let's talk about the new show on HBO Max, Legend.
No, hold up. How are we just moving on from Insecure?
What? You got anything
We
else?
didn't talk about Molly getting her ass ate. We didn't talk about their relationship and how they salvaged that badass night that they had. We didn't talk about how well Andrew has been paying attention to her. Like, oh my gosh, she's just that was a outside of that aspect. And we didn't even talk about how she played herself, thinking that
Huh?
Issa was about to walk up in there. You see how she got took us. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Tooted her little body up and turned
Because
around.
she
Issa was gone, bitch. Yeah, what you thought? Shut up.
because
Sorry.
she's a
I'll
bougie
get it
little
with
bit.
you. She just knew. She was like, oh yeah, here we go. I'm at all right, fine. I'm gonna just sit here and be. And Issa was like, yeah, no, I'm good. I'm good.
about Fate's Head March.
The word. All right, now you can move on to that other show.
All right, so Legendaries on HBO Max, which just began last Thursday, and it is a competition show which is focused on the ball scene.
Oh,
Yes,
like old ball scene or new ball scene?
it has some of the big houses like House Ninjas in
Ball
it.
scene. Balls.
Hey, hey, hey. Anyway, so
Balls.
it's focused
Sorry.
on the ball.
It's a ball scene. And I imagine walking in and it's just hella testicles in there.
It's on the
I'm
show.
sorry.
Anywho,
Serious
so
apologies.
it's about the ballroom scene, featuring some of the big houses like House of Saint Laurent, House Ninja, in case you ever saw Paris is Burning.
Yeah, I have.
Yay!
I saw it, and not only did I see it, I Googled everybody up there because that's the type of person that I am.
They're mostly all dead.
I was about to say RIP to most of them. There was a few of them that didn't that lived, pretty long. Well,
I
I'll say
think
that lived a full life.
mm,
There was a few of them, but yeah, most of them, like you said, were all dead, which is sad in itself because wow, it was
well,
it was a different time back then, boy. So, like that movie put a big perspective, a big, just with that whole AIDS hit, AIDS and HIV hit, and it's just like, dang, that shit really just came through and just like, we're gonna wipe all of these motherfuckers out. And that's crazy. All right, but anyways, go ahead. Legendary, whatever.
so on Legendary, they're judging different houses on their walk, in different categories like face and things that you see on the show Pose. And the only weird thing about it is the judges, since Megan Thee Stallion's one of them,
Mhm. Megan
alongside
Thee Stallion.
Megan Thee Stallion.
What? Why you say it like that? I didn't say it in a manner of like that you said it wrong. I said it in a manner of like, wow, I didn't know she was up there.
Yeah, I'm not sure why because I didn't even know she was. No,
Well, her best friend, was his name Elijah, whatever. Her best friend, he's gay.
okay.
He's
I,
probably like heavily, I don't know.
does that mean she should be judging competition like this?
Bro,
When
when
it,
it comes to judges, these people don't care about people's expertise. They care about their name and how many numbers follow behind them.
that makes me miss the
That's
old
like
time.
having me judge shit. I don't even know. But yeah, that's just stupid. I mean, granted, like, because it's like, why would anybody value your opinion outside of the fact that you're, selling a lot of records right now? Like you're popular right now. You know what I
She's
mean?
number one in the country.
Oh, you're excited about that? You're a savage? You jumped to put your jeans on too?
No, no, because I don't wear tight jeans.
It's like I had to think about it. I mean, I don't so. I finally can jump to put my jeans on. Excuse me.
Is
Took
that
a minute.
is that necessary?
Well, right now it is because the bitch gained some weight. It only got like 2 pair of jeans that fit. But they fit right. Which is all that matters.
Take your word on it. So, eight houses, competition series. They can win up to $100,000 at the end of the show.
Hmm.
And
So what do they it's the houses, they're like kind of just go can't find my fucking words, Amari.
take
Where
your
the
time.
fuck are my words? My body detoxing. I don't understand, but it's all right because I'm gonna fix that in a little bit. All right. So basically, the houses are competing in a like as if it's regular ball. The
Yes.
only difference is Like in Pose, how everybody's at the top. Meg Thee Stallion is one of the people on the stage holding up the sign.
Hmm. Yeah, and unfortunately, they have a real fucked up process when it comes to it. Either you have to get a 10 or you get cut. And if one person of the four cuts you, then your whole house is out, or else you're out.
What the hell? So, wow, that's pretty cut and dry.
Yeah, but it's kind of stupid and fucked up.
Yeah,
So
because that's what I'm thinking. Because it's like it don't give you really no chance.
no, and it's five judges. One judge is LaRoche, who you may not know, who's a big fashionista person. Then there's Megan Thee Stallion. There's Jamila Jamil, who I don't know if I've ever seen a damn ball, but she seems very excited about seeing gay people.
Isn't she a singer?
She's an actress. She was on The Good Place. She played the Indian lady.
Okay, the talk. Okay, yeah, yeah. She's British. She's got an accent or something, right?
And the last one is Leomi Maldonado, who I guess is legendary in the ballroom scene, but
That don't sound like a good enough panel. I mean, granted, you said there was a fashion person. Okay.
LaRoche,
Then you said Meg Thee Stallion.
Meg Thee Stallion, yes.
And then who else? That the Good Place lady.
Jamila Jamil.
And that's it, or somebody else?
And then the last one, she's a, I don't know if she's trans or not, but we're gonna make an assumption. She's a trans woman who was legendary for, I think, her
So
hair.
basically, out of a ball competition,
Mm-hmm.
you have a designer, a rapper, an actress,
Yes.
and one person of the LGBT community.
No, LaRoche is also very much gay. He looks like Tyler
Okay.
Perry.
Okay, so two people. So basically, even the point that I'm making is, what is Meg and Jamil whatever doing there?
I don't know.
What do they bring? Well, I mean, not to say like they, you know what I'm saying, but
I was thinking at first Megan Thee
Billy
Stallion.
Porter wasn't available.
Mm. But they have, and that's the funny thing. Dominique Jackson is going to be the guest judge for episode 3, and she plays the, oh my God, Electra on Pose.
Oh, but I do love her. I do love her.
And it's kind of like, why couldn't she been the?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like, I would have.
Even MJ Rodriguez, who's from
Exactly. I know. Shout out to MJ Rodriguez. Or you can even do India. What's her name? Moore, or is it Monroe? Moore. Like, there's what? What?
Because my thing is, they don't need name recognition because at this point in time, all you need is just a panel that's personality.
Yeah, you need a panelist personality, and you need a panel that's knowledgeable about what it is. Like that. That's foolish. That's foolish. But even still, if you're going to talk name recognition, you think about the audience that this is serving. So if you talk name recognition, it doesn't have to be widespread name recognition to people who, you know what I mean? Like a Meg Thee Stallion, okay, that's a big name. But what did you bring to ballroom culture? You feel what I'm saying?
She doesn't even do dance tracks.
Exactly. So it's just like why? Just because of the name? Like, nah. There's other people who I don't know about, but who are big in ballroom that could have been used. Like, wow, who's your target? Who's your target audience here? Heterosexual people or people of the community? I would assume people of the community, and then if heterosexual people just trickle in for whatever reasons that they like, or I like the dancing, I like the fashion, I like this, so be it. But like outwardly, like what is? Because I'd be offended. I'd be offended if I was up there twirling, twisting, breaking my legs and drop dead, doing a little dead drop and busting the back of my head on the ground hard as hell, trying to impress y'all, and then you turn around and give me a 9, and I'm like, bitch.
They don't do
you ain't even triple platinum. You know what I mean? Like, or your show ain't even on no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's so
But
stupid.
that's the bullshit right there. It's either you get a 10 from everybody or you get cut. One person cuts you, it's over.
And that's the thing. That's what I'm saying. If I don't get no 10, listen, let me tell you a story, right? Long time ago, right? One of my favorite podcasters and one of my favorite rappers and one of my favorite people is Joe Budden, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this is why. I had to be all of 12, 12 maybe. Yeah. And there's a spot in Montclair off of Bloomfield Ave. It's a food spot now, like Locho something something of Columbia or something like that. But before that, it was the Heat, or way before that, it was the Heat. Wendy Williams owned a clothing store there, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Joe Budden had just came out, and he was doing signings. And my cousin lived down the street. So we convinced our parents to let us walk up the street from the cookout. So we walk up the street. It's a long line, right? Now these niggas is signing photos like this and shit, like 8x11s and shit. He's signing them for free, right?
Mm-hmm.
We at the end of the line. We finally get to the front of the line, right? So I bust through. I've never been a waiting type of person. So I go straight to the back, right? But they stopped my cousins at the front of the store. So I'm standing, he's sitting at the table, and I'm standing in the back, like, in front of the table, whatever, waiting, about to say what I gotta say. So they're like, Shonda, wait, wait. So I turned around. So the store guy is like, oh, you gotta buy a shirt to get signed because we don't have no more pictures. I'm like, what? So I looked at him, and he's like, yeah, you got, like, Joe Budden, he ain't say nothing. He's just looking down on him. And he's like, you gotta buy a shirt. I said, but everybody else just walked out of here with pictures for free, and we gotta buy something to get this nigga autograph. I went off because my parents wasn't there, so I could curse and shit. Ain't no adult that's gonna check me. Y'all niggas don't know me and shit. I went the fuck off. Fuck this nigga. He ain't even go platinum. He ain't even selling no records. You a new nigga. Don't nobody know you. I'm not paying this shit. I was so upset, bro. I was so upset. Like, and I just was like, you know what? Fuck it. And I walked off. But I said all of that to say, I forgot why I said all that. But it's like, I done came up here, I done stood in this line, I done did what I needed to do. You know what I mean? It was hot. It was in the summertime. You know what I mean? I was 12. I was going through puberty, so I just started getting the real sweat and funk. You know what I'm saying? I'm standing back here in this line, and you mean to tell me I can't get no fucking autograph? Who is this nigga? Like, I literally said, who is this nigga? I remember that part, just like that. And that's when he looked up and he started laughing, like, yo, who the fuck is this kid yelling at? And then I just walked up. I was like, yo, this is ridiculous. Funny story. I met him about 10 years later as an adult. Didn't at all mention the story because I was scared. I was like, I don't want to fuck up. I don't want to fuck up the situation that I'm in right now. But he did say he liked me. He called me an asshole. He said he liked me, and I was like, yeah, I know. But people who I curse out tend to like me in some form of fashion because it's like respect. But
Well,
yeah,
you have to
that's
appreciate assholes because at least you know what page they're on.
y'all on everything. I swear that what you just said, that is a word. That is a word. Because I don't like being unsure. And lately that's been my problem. I've been perceiving things wrong. Like I'd be like, oh yeah, we good friends, we good friends. And then whomever I'm thinking of, they be like, man, I don't fuck with you. And I'll just be sitting there like, oh my God, I thought we were cool. But we're not apparently. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, you are absolutely right. Give me the person who will come straight forward and be like, yo, Shonda, I really don't fuck with you like that. I'm like, okay. I don't have to question it. I know exactly. I know you're going to speak your mind whenever you feel like. Honestly, at this point in my life, I've been thinking that I'm more comfortable. I would be more comfortable with enemies than having like the people, because the people that's close to me, they be skeptical sometimes. They be skeptical, but I know that my enemies, anytime I've ever had an enemy in my life, they've always been straightforward. They've always kept it all the way real because they don't like me and I don't like them, and I appreciate that. There's no
Couple
pretending.
that stuck in my head now.
Hmm?
You ever heard the backstabbers called by the OJs or the whispers?
Yeah, I know what song you're talking about.
Stuck in my head now.
Having a rough day? Are your kids getting on your nerves? Are they not listening? Touching shit in the store? Telling strangers that they've had chicken nuggets and french fries for the third time this week? We understand and we are here to help. SIAD is a third-party disciplinary program specifically designed for moments like these. How does Syad work, you ask? Well, with one touch of a button through our easily comprehensible app, you can book a Syad agent to show up immediately and handle and/or assist in reprimanding unruly children. With more than 3 options available, ranging from the intimidation stare to the tight-lipped verbal assassin, disciplining your child has never been easier. With one thumb scroll through our app, you can look through the profiles and reviews of our highly respected Syad agents and select the one you think will be the most effective fit for your situation. If you're still feeling uncertain of the effectiveness of our services, listen to these customer reviews.
Man, that Syad agent came. They had my little motherfuckers quiet as shit. She came in like, sit your motherfucking ass down. See, my kids is bad, so I had to get a premium package. But that shit worked. Now I can smoke in peace. You hear that shit? No one fucking crying. No one screaming. It's peaceful.
See? A happy customer. Still not convinced? Check out another review.
Well, at first I was skeptical because we don't raise our voices at our children, but Adam was becoming a handful. He started referring to me as my dirty whore instead of mommy. I think he heard me and his father being, intimate. But I used the week free trial, and after the second day, we signed up for a 2-year contract. I selected the intimidation stare package, and without ever saying a word, Agent Hattie Mae, she has changed my son's whole behavior pattern. My life has changed for the better, and now only one man is calling me a dirty whore.
Well, there you have it. Whatever your disciplinary needs are, our agency has it covered. Download our app wherever you download your apps from. Look for Sit Yo Ass Down, LLC. Again, that's Sit Yo Ass Down, LLC.
Disclaimer. Due to legal repercussions, Sit Your Ass Down, also known as Syad, does not physically reprimand children. However, for an additional cost, an agent can offer guided assistance in the legal guardian doing so.
Start the damn show.
Welcome back.
We back like cook crack.
I don't know nothing about that, but all right.
Neither do I.
Let me actually sit up like I'm proper.
Oh, I don't know if you've been on the socials, but I finally uploaded the podcast.
Which one?
Not Woo Child, because she still ain't off that. She would rather do YouTube. But I did. Fuck it, I'm a mom.
Ooh, is it on the website?
Yeah, it's up and submitted to everywhere. It's live on SoundCloud right now. It's like 3 years, bro. 3 years that I've been wanting to do that. So I am feeling fucking incredible today. I mean, I hope this is a wonderful feeling that continues to go on. But if not, today alone, I feel incredible because I actually accomplished something that I have been wanting to for 3 fucking years. Understand what I'm saying? This shit went through so many, trials and tribulations and people cutting out on me, people agreeing to do this with me and then saying, nah, I can't, wait to the last minute, equipment failure, buying the wrong equipment multiple times. I think the whole first year I spent just buying the wrong equipment. I didn't even return it. I still have it. It might be right for something else, but so yeah, that's up in life. And I'm very, very proud of myself for that, even though it's not the format that I envisioned it, but with quarantine and everything, I'm still happy that I took that leap. I'm still happy I was like, you know what? It ain't what I imagined, but it's still something. And it's still something worth putting out there. So, ooh, I got chills. Look at my arms. I got chills talking about that shit. But yeah. So if you want to play the commercial, you can play the commercial.
Yay. Ooh, so where were we last before we went?
Who knows, bro? We were froze for so damn long. We were talking about Legendary.
And we finished talking about Legendary. So, the Lovebirds.
Issa is so fucking beautiful. Those shots of just dead in her face, and then it's just like her skin complexion. Oh my God. She's just so beautiful. Start with that.
The movie was funnier.
That part. Well, you know what? It could have been. It was a cute little rom com. It could have been better.
The story was trash.
Yeah, no, the story was trash. Definitely trash.
But I like the
But
chemistry between her and I'm not even gonna try to butcher his name, but the guy.
no, it was like she called him G at one point, but it was like Jamal or something like that.
I
Um,
can look it up.
she I like the chemistry between them two. I like the fact that it was an interracial relationship. Um, I like also that where the story lacked, the little ad libs and like the small things, the small details,
Mhm.
and the way the motions, or you know what I mean, how they said things. That's what made it funny. Like there was this one part that had me crying, and it was not at all funny enough for me to be crying. But he was explaining something, and she wasn't getting it. He just was like, that shit had me dying because I understand when you gotta put your hands to your lips, like, this shit ain't gonna work. Your dumbass ain't gonna get it. You stressing me the fuck out. Like that's what that said to me. But like I said, it was the little pieces of it was funny, but it wasn't. It was a cute rom com.
I'm kind of glad it didn't come out in theaters just because I would have
It
been.
wouldn't have done well.
No.
Yeah, I don't think it would have done well in theaters, and I think it would have been a smudge her on her resume type thing if it would have came out in that capacity. But I'm not mad at it. It wasn't terrible. It wasn't the best, but it wasn't terrible.
I'm just trying to think to myself, have I ever met a black girl named Lilani?
Yeah, I do. My sister's supervisor misnamed that. Yeah,
Interesting.
I know a couple of people named Leilani actually.
This is new. So what time is it now?
You must not be around a lot of black people. You know we getting white names now, right?
Most of the people I know are biracial, so kind of
Yeah.
yeah, no.
No, but they biracial, but they probably like biracial white.
No, one's biracial
Like
white.
like
One's
like
biracial.
like a like with weed strains. You know, you got indica and sativa. So like I like a sativa dominant strain. You know what I mean? Sometimes it'll be like a sativa dominant hybrid. So you got like a white interracial hybrid. You feel what I'm saying? Like they white and black, but they dominant white.
Only one person I'd say that for. The other one would smack me silly,
Mm.
and that's how you know they're black.
You got a black mama or a white mama.
Um, the one that's whiter has a white mom. No, has a black mama, and the
That's
one that's
usually how that goes. It's so odd. It's so odd.
I
It's
don't.
so odd. I feel like there's content there to look into and like research to do to look into. Like I'm fascinated with that theory, but
Mhm.
I'm too lazy to actually do the work myself, so I'll just get over it.
Speaking of getting over it,
Mm.
it's time to get in debt with it. With that
Let's
damn cat.
go. Let's go. Let's get that seafood up on that plate. Let's go with the catfish.
I have such mixed feelings about this whole
My
situation.
boy Amari has a story. He about to let us know what happened.
But here's the thing with this story, it's like it's so mixed right now.
I need to hear. All right, take it from the top. Let's go.
Okay, taking it from the top. Like most people in quarantine who are single, I was on the apps
Mm,
window shopping.
getting right. Window shopping.
That's what it is.
Yeah. Oh god.
Swipe right on somebody. And to my surprise, because it doesn't happen too often, they swipe right as well. I'm like, okay, I could be entertained for a few seconds before they realize I'm a lame. So,
All right. Self deprivation much?
but the thing is, that didn't happen.
Okay.
So now I'm having back and forth. I'm like, this is new. So this is what people do. Let's see how long it lasts. but it lasted till the next morning, and it was one of them rare times when people are asking me questions. I'm like, I'm not prepared for this. I'm prepared for interview questions. I'm not prepared for these life
You
questions.
was enjoying it too. You started blushing. You turned red. Like, oh, you give a fuck about me? You want to know what I have for breakfast? You want to know my favorite food, bitch? I love apples. Thank you for asking. That's how I be. You show me a little bit of attention that I ain't had none in a while. Oh, buddy, that shit be like, I like your eyebrows. The left one or the right one?
But the worst part is you know what a lotus blossom is?
Mm-hmm.
The nigga felt his heart opening up and shit. I'm like, this is very strange. If she, yeah,
Mm.
but there was also a bit of fear in that because I know the last time I was in that mood, I was a real asshole. But that was back in high school.
Mm.
I was like, ooh, I'm gonna get to be my old self again. But then I thought to myself, you have been doing online dating off and on for years. You forgot to do one crucial thing,
Mm.
and that is take a screenshot and Google search it.
Child. Child.
So I'm thinking to myself, let's see, is this a real
So
person?
wait, let me run this up for the audience here.
Hmm.
So basically, what you are telling me is that you swiped the right side of whatever side it's supposed to be on. I don't know. I've never swiped before. So you telling me that you swiped and someone swiped and then you swiped together and was like, oh, I like you. And then she had you feeling all in your feels, telling you all, oh, I like your glasses framed when you look like that. You was like, oh,
That's no, and it wasn't the superficial shit. That's what fucked me up.
oh yeah, I think you did say that in the text messages you was talking. Yeah.
About asking about childhoods, all this other stuff.
Oh,
Like,
that's how they get you open. But see, let me tell you about that. Go ahead. I'll save it for later.
oh yeah, this 7-year relationship is about to tell me off. So,
No, go ahead.
of course, a little bit of my mind, because as we talked about coronavirus, how niggas are sex workers, niggas apparently also catfishing, so you gotta be
I
mindful.
found out my old weed man has an OnlyFans now.
I can see how that
And
works.
I didn't find out because like I went to OnlyFans or something like that. No, I found out because I was trying to find some spare weed. And when I called one of the homies who knew him, he's like, oh, he's probably trying to fuck some bitch for the OnlyFans. And I'm like, wait, what? Because he likes chubby girls, right? And so that's always the joke. So when I'm like, because I called her and I was talking to my boy, I'm like, yeah, I called that nigga. He ain't answer. I was like, he probably out getting some neck from a chubby girl because he always getting head from a chubby girl. So when I said that, he was like, yeah, probably. He's like, nah, he been at the hotels lately trying to fuck girls for his OnlyFans. Yo, this nigga don't need no OnlyFans. I mean, what I have learned throughout this whole thing is there is always someone out there that wants to see that shit. Someone out there that likes it. So, to each his own. I got headphones in so I can't hear my door knock.
Is it time for an AJ visit?
No, thank God. Yeah, I ain't really seen much of her this weekend, to be honest with you. Like, she been here, but I ain't really seen much of her. She had free time on her iPad, so she ain't really been fucking with me.
Damn.
Yeah, no, but tomorrow on Monday, once her, because no, tonight actually, Sunday to Thursday, it's a curfew on it. So I'm pretty sure she's gonna be finding me at 9:30 tonight, explaining it to me like this. But I need my iPad so that I can not be bored and be distracted so that like AJ, put your fucking hands down when you talk to me, bro. All right, back to you and your catfish. You hooked them. All right. So she's telling you all of this. You said you didn't do the Google search. So you had to do the Google search. What happened when you got to the Google search? Tell me about the Google search.
I discovered that this person who here's my thing. If you're gonna catfish using your pictures of family members or friends. Don't catfish using pictures of porn stars, because then the shit pops.
That shit is so like when did the internet really start getting popping? Like what MySpace was popping in what, like 2006, 2005, somewhere around there. That's so then. Like that's so then. Why would you, like you said, why would you use porn? Everybody watches porn.
And porn stars now got OnlyFans, they got Instagram pages, Twitters. You make it too easy to find the truth.
That's what you just respond like, yeah. So earlier on Twitter when you said such and such, well, I didn't say that. No. This person that looks just like you said it.
Oh no, you saw the text messages. You're like, hey,
oh
this
yeah, I
person
did.
looks like you.
This shit was because it was too good. It was too good. I don't want you to tell it like this. I want you to give it the proper respect it deserves. Okay. So you ran the Google search. Dun dun dun.
And then I found out, oh, it's a porn star. I'm like, take a step back. Cut your ego. This nigga is fake. This is a fake. What are you doing? Stop it.
Bitch got me phone off all the shit ain't real.
It's time to put your heart on ice. It's time to do some real nigga shit. So they're talking about, let me read from the last one I had. Thanks, dear. Trust me, I would make my heart an open book to you and yada, yada, yada. Bunch of very romantic shit that sounded kind of phony, but I was in my feelings. So I decided to hit them with this just to see if they would lie about it, because that would make it even more fun. So I said,
that's a good lie. That's a good lie. Yeah, that's me. And that's me in October. All right.
So I asked him, out of curiosity, do you know who Gia Page is? No, I don't. Why are you asking? Because you have a similar look. Wow, I haven't heard that before. She said, I'm like, okay, Instagram picture number 1. You got any pictures of her? Wow. Little weird faces, right? So she was like, so you watch porn too? Who doesn't? But that wasn't what I said.
That's none of your business. I don't even know you. Like you're a stranger again, and you're asking me this personal information. I don't care if I told you about my childhood.
So I said, no, it's the first time I saw her. She's like, okay. So then I asked her, so you see the similarity? She's like, yeah. Bye.
She didn't say nothing else of it.
Nope.
Yeah, she said it. All right, so that was fun. That was a cute couple of, cute couple of days, couple of hours, whatever it was. That was cute. All right, so the jig is up. I'm gonna holler at you niggas.
Do I still have it so I know how long that actually did last?
Hey, I don't think I've ever been like catfished in that way. So when you told me that story, my thought was like, how did they respond? Like, what the fuck did she say? What was the response there? Because how you caught, and it's like, I don't know, this shit just is mind blowing to me. It's really some shit you only see on TV. Like, it's just crazy. What, and like you said, if you're going to catfish, like, have we learned nothing from The Circle? If you're going to catfish,
there's literally a show named Catfish that shows you the dumb shit people did.
And that's what I don't be on. That's how you know people really be dumb for real. Like, that's really how you know people be dumb for real. There's a blueprint. All you got to do is look at what these people did and how they got caught and not do that. That is so easy. Like, if you show me how to fail, I can learn to win from that. Show, like, okay, you got that wrong. You know these niggas caught you, right? All right, next time, I'm not going to get caught because I done seen how you got caught. So I'm going to incorporate that into my actions. I'm going to incorporate that into my plan, my strategy. Bruh. She probably, I hate to say this.
Assuming.
Nah, she's definitely a she. And she's probably sloppily put together. I don't know, like, she's giving me fat girl vibes, but I don't know, like, to what extent of fat girl vibes. And that's not to, like, be body shaming or anything like that. It's just, but she's giving me those vibes that, like, as she was blowing your mind away with her words, typing to you and capturing your heart and whatnot, she was sitting there, like, in some sweatpants that really don't fit right. Like a shirt with that bottom roll hanging out, like that muffin top part.
Oh my God.
Like, she probably was just all up in her comfort and glory with, like, her brother's hoodie, her brother's college hoodie, just spewing all of these beautiful words to you, making you feel all deeply in lust, just for you to turn around and be like, You look like you gobble dicks down on the weekend.
It was
I'm
nothing
assuming
lustful.
that's what the porn star does. So.
It was nothing lustful. That's the issue. Like if it was something lustful, I would.
Oh boy, you know what I'm trying to say. You made it very clear that she got in your mind. Gosh, we
Did
get
I
it.
even send you a picture of what she sent to me?
No, you didn't. You sent me the screenshots of the conversation. Well, up into the bye, because after you sent her pictures.
Yeah, I'm not sending my response with because I embarrassed myself enough. So I'm just gonna send you that one.
Wait, you responded after she said bye?
Oh fuck no. I might be a little bit sad and pathetic, but I ain't that fucking pathetic.
Oh, fuck no. Pardon me, I gotta get my charger.
If you want, I could just blur it out, make it seem like it's terrible.
No, it's fine. I don't care. Got a little ass back there, so somebody get.
Be proud of it.
You feel me? I mean, I got a gut in the front now too, a little bit, but you gotta take the good with the bad.
I mean, what did they say in what was it? Pulp Fiction. Little Barry never hurt nobody.
No, not at all.
But
Actually,
yeah,
it adds character. It adds character to my body because I don't want to just be all beautifully coke bottled because then everybody will hate me. So, a roll or two ain't gonna hurt. It keeps me humble. My rolls keep me humble. Because with this new ass I'm dragging, I don't know.
that's what they call it. They say ass I'm dragging.
No, the wagon. The wagon I'm
Oh.
dragging.
God.
So, is that it for you on the are you done swiping or are you going to jump back into the pool and
No, I'm gonna go back to the original plan. If I need to just, what was it my friend said? Something about going to, if I want a cheap surrogate, just go to the DR, get some girl pregnant.
Oh
That's
my God.
like such a good idea.
Oh my God. No. Well, the question is, what do you want? Do you even want like a relationship or I don't know, like a companion or just somebody to kick it with, smash buddy? Like what is it that you actually
No,
like
I
seeking?
had my whole phase. I'm good. I don't want to raise my body count anymore.
Child, who you telling? Once you reach that set, listen, you be like, all right, that's it. No more. No more.
Pretty sure technically I'm a hoe, but I don't. Um,
I'm like a reformed one, I would say. I mean, I'm
you've
not even
been
going to
in
say.
a 7 year relationship.
Yeah, I've been in a fucking long time. That's what I'm saying. It's been, but prior to that, like I don't know, because during the whole phase, I didn't feel like I was going through a whole phase. But then when I got through it, I was just like, I'm not mad. Like when I got to like 26, I had AJ at 26. So that's when I had like my epiphanies in life, and I was just sitting there really looking back and going over the years, and I was just like, I got mine. I wouldn't necessarily call it a whole phase, but I lived my life.
Because it's really not a whole phase. It's pretty much you just learning what you like.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and what you don't like. Yeah. So, but I guess we just label it that just to, but it doesn't. I will say this: the taboo is different now. Like the stigma around the word is different now. Like, yeah, it still greatly means like, you're a hoe or whatever. But like when we think about our whole phase now at this age that we're in, women especially, it's just kind of like we just yeah, we did that. You know what I mean? Like we had most women that I would talk to, I went through my whole phase. You know what I mean? I went through it. The ones who won't talk about it, they probably still going through it.
And now they have
This week, huh? I bet. All right, but yeah. So what is it that you're looking for? Are you looking for a relationship or just someone to kick it with?
honestly, I'm still trying to low key figure that out. I told you I've barely dated in my life, so
So maybe right now it's just entertainment.
what entertainment has so much innuendo to it that I don't know what you mean?
No, I just mean like somebody to entertain, somebody to talk to, somebody to like,
Bingo. Let's do that one.
Yeah. It doesn't necessarily mean that there's a romantic desire behind it, or you know what I mean, like like you guys are going to lead down a path of trying to be in a relationship. No, it's just somebody to entertain.
I think the best way to put it, because I was watching Whitney Cummingson's podcast, and she had Kat Dennings on, and they was talking about dating and all that. And one of the things they mentioned is they don't go as for bullshit as much as they used to because their friendships are so fulfilling to them that the guys have been like an asset to the table. I think with me,
yeah.
I think with me, because my friends don't really fill me up that much, no shade to them. I guess I'm looking for someone who is in that capacity.
I know exactly what you mean.
Because at this point, it's like it's fun during the moment, but either A, I feel depleted afterwards, or B, like I just took some type of methadone, which may take the edge off of feeling lonely sometimes, but it's not like really like feeling stuff.
I'm getting messages, and I'm pretty sure. Oh, that's you sending me. This is a chick. Oh yeah.
Let it be known that is not like.
Yeah, I know that. That's the catfish chick. That's the porn star chick.
I also want to know for the record, I do not exclusively date those type of people because the first thing I had to.
He's saying those type of people. He don't want to say white people to y'all. He don't want to say white people. He said he wants some brown.
No, because one of the first things I asked, especially with what's going on, is you do realize black people and white people have a different take on what happens, right?
Yes, buddy. That's very important to even. That could be a whole another in-depth with it episode. Just dealing with the climate that we're in right now, and then like just where the that's. You ever get to those moments where you see a situation, you be like, "Ooh, that looked like a headache." You just be like, "Damn, I'm so happy that I don't even have to ever deal with that." Like that's me right now. Like, "Ooh, the climate, you know, with how things are going with white people and the police brutality, and there's so much tension." And I'm just like, "Yeah, me and my dark skinned nigga over here." Like, I don't have to wonder where everybody stands. We know the world hates us. Like.
It's still scary though. I remember one time when I was with my white friends back when I was a teenager. Cops pulled him over because he had a muffler. They see dirt in the back seat. I'm getting asked out of the car because they think I put weed back there. It ain't my fucking car. I'm in the passenger seat. Why the fuck am I talking at all? You pulled him over for a fucking loud ass muffler.
You know why you was talking? Because your skin color was a threat. Regardless of how well spoken you are, regardless of all of that shit, your skin color is a threat. Yo, light skin. Your 3 tones off of white skin is a threat to anybody who is lighter than you. Well, you know.
I don't know about these 3 tones. I'm kind of offended by that.
Whatever. You know what I mean. But like, that's why. That's why.
I like my cup.
That's a cute cup. That is a cute cup. I was just looking at it, but I was like, hey, you painted it? Like, you had to do like, it was like a paint and sip, or you just sat down by yourself in your apartment and was like, I'm going to paint.
No, with my friend who lives in PA, she and I have done cups 1 or 2 times over at Find Me Up Studio in Cranford.
Oh, this one thing, like a paint and sip type thing.
Yeah. You should do it with AJ.
I thought about it. Like, I was going to do the paint and sip type thing with Amir, because at the time AJ was, she ain't had no focus for that shit. Now I'm like, see, the thing is, I be trying to do it like, you know, because like we have all paints and all of that stuff. Like I have, you know, I'll be staying with all the extra shit. So we have all of that where we could do it at home, but to put like the YouTube person on, you know what I mean, to put the YouTube on the TV and then like the person telling you how to paint, she don't fuck with that. So like if we was to go somewhere, maybe like, you know, in person, the instructor.
That's what we did.
Yeah, no, I'm saying like I didn't want to take her because she ain't had no focus for that up until, you know, recently. I haven't seen a great display of focus. And she be telling me too, she be like, I need to focus better. She's so self-aware, bro. But yeah, so that does sound like fun though. I be getting them shits off of Groupon. I always be getting them shits.
I keep forgetting about Groupon.
Now I love me some Groupon. I remember once never mind, I ain't gonna tell that story. I love me some Groupon. I get everything from no, seriously, I get everything from Groupon. I found my eyebrow lady on Groupon. I found my wax lady on Groupon. I bought a wonderful purple rubber dildo with an extension remote. Got that for $9.99.
An
Free
extension?
shipping.
What if isn't it an extension?
Huh? The cord, you know. So if you put it down here and you got your remote, 'cause it's not wireless remote, it's a corded remote. So you know, you got one
Also, it's a
down here.
vibrator then.
Yeah, yeah.
Because you said dildo, dildos don't have batteries.
Yes, they do.
The dildo
Oh,
vibrator.
here you go with the technical terms of whatever. A dildo is anything that goes inside of you. That's what a dildo is to me.
Okay.
Those don't go inside of me. They don't reach anything that I like. They don't reach far enough to woohoo the ha ha.
Anywho, so recommendations and quotes.
Oh, I turn to my board like, dang, did I get a quote up there last time? I ain't write no quote up there. All right, recommendations. Fuck It, I'm a Mom podcast. Available currently on SoundCloud, but if you give me a couple of days, it'll be available everywhere else that this one is, because all I did was take down what he put or where he said he put this podcast, and I put it there too.
Takes a few days, but it gets up there.
Right. That's why,
Did you-
like, idealistically, I wanted it to come out on like a Monday or like a Tuesday, because I want to start the week with people, opposed to ending the week. But it's out on SoundCloud now, and then give it some days and pick it up everywhere else.
And do you have a quote?
Yes, in the words of a profound writer, artist, entertainer.
Mm.
This is real deep. It's about to get real deep. I mean, this guy, he just he's navigated through life so unapologetically, and I just feel like he's the proper person to quote.
This
Um,
dildo.
So my quote for this week is from none other than Snoop Dogg, and it goes, "I like to thank me." There you go.
Okay. So my recommendation is a show that officially ended today. It's called Vita. It's on Stars. I'm just going to read the Google description because if I do it, it's going to take 20 minutes. Vita is a drama series about two Mexican American siblings from East Los Angeles. Party girl Lynn lives a carefree life in the Bay Area, and she couldn't be any more different or distant from her sister Emma, with whom she has no relationship. However, death in their family, their mother, forces them to return to their old stopping grounds, where they confront long repressed feelings and learn the surprising truth about their mother's identity, that she's gay.
Yes. Yeah, in case you were wondering.
Like, I'll fill in the gaps for you. And the quote comes from the series finale that aired today, and it's by the character Eddie, who was married to one of the girls' mom. The quote is, "Are you your country or are you your culture?"
Oh, word. Fuck this country. I mean, I love America though, but fuck it, because they be acting up.
I only love it because I don't know nowhere else.
Exactly. Like, I love it because this is where I have to be.
Plus, I don't got citizenship to
I was about to say, like, this is where I'm a citizen. Like, this is where I'm allowed to be. Like, and not even like state. I mean, country wise, I'm allowed to be here. Like, I'm supposed to be here. You won't just let me go wherever I want to go, but y'all niggas don't want me here. Like, so it's like, it's no win for us. Pray for the black people.
Passports cost a good $140, something like that.
Mm-hmm. What'd you say?
A passport costs $140, so it's not
Yeah,
gonna be easy to get out
yeah, I
either.
think it's like 135. And
With
I
or
think
without a picture.
I don't know. When I was gonna get mine, the lady told me 135.
Oh, I'm pretty sure it's 140. Well, it was 140 when I got mine.
Well, I don't have one because I don't leave the country.
I haven't loved it either. I was supposed to go to Chile when my friend was doing missionary work, but then situations
Missionary
happened.
work. I bet.
No, because she's literally a pastor in Chicago now.
The idea of missionary work, from what I've seen, is just like, is it about going and helping and uplifting people, or is it about going and converting people to believe what you believe?
No, 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 no. She's Lutheran, so the church, I mean, the Senate, whatever, sent her to South America because she couldn't go to Africa where she wanted to go because of certain situations. Not my business to tell. Anyway, so she got sent to Chile, or was it Argentina? One of them countries,
Mm,
Spanish speaking. So there, what she did is she helped the pastor learn from her and got to do sermons for her people. Of course, she had to learn Spanish and everything, so that made it a little bit complicated, but she got the hang of it. So now she's
mm,
bilingual. She has experience speaking in front of people. She even has a YouTube page where she mix the way I'm not religious in any form, shape,
mm.
but the way she does it is she tries to mix modern pop culture, like she makes how Black Panthers, Beyonce, stuff like that, and tries to mix it in with scripture to make it interesting.
Mm. Well, good
Highlight.
for her. Her flock of following.
Mhm.
So, anything else we need to cover, or
Joe Biden says you're not black if you vote for Trump is fun.
Joe? Yeah, I don't even want to talk about the presidential election. I think at this point, I'm really just gonna stay focused on the locals because the motherfuckers up at the top, they don't know what the fuck they doing. Like and the things that they're saying is getting crazier. Like you just start when you sit there and listen to them talk, you're like, yo, who the fuck do you think you are, yo? There's too much entitlement right now up there. So I don't even. I'm just gonna focus on the locals, and you know what I mean, that aspect, because them niggas they giving me a headache. It's like watching. It's like watching old people. It's like watching fucking 80-year-old 6-year-olds.
What is this? What it's like to be in a nursing home?
They should go and tell us. I just don't understand. I feel like if we are like, why do we keep needing these old ass people to run the country?
Experience.
Fuck that. Fuck it. For one, Donald Trump didn't have experience. He was just old and rich. So, now that we've seen that we don't really need experience, can we get somebody younger who understands that the world is moving? You keep getting these old people and we saying, oh, it's for experience. Yeah, but they're set in their ways. It's hard to get somebody who has been set in their ways for the last 50 years. You feel what I'm saying? To see something different, to acknowledge that times are changing. You feel what I'm saying? That's like the person who didn't want to let go of the pager. Like, bro, we don't use how I can't even page you, bro. Who you pay your bill to? Who's your service through right now? They don't even do those anymore. You feel what I'm saying?
Mhm.
But you don't want to let it go. But this is who y'all want to be in charge of everything because he's got experience. Yeah, but he's not progressing with, you know what I mean, with what's going on with the times.
But that's how government works, though.
And that's why it needs to be broken down and rebuilt. It needs to be fixed. It's like that shit. Mm-mm. I don't feel like I'm not like well versed in American history to be like going deep into it, but I do dabble in history, and from what I've dabbled in and just not even necessarily listen to like, okay, this during this time period, during this time, like I'll listen to a podcast about what's going on. Like recently I listened to Throughline, the Hong Kong episode. And as
Mhm.
they're talking about what's going, how Hong Kong came to be or whatever, they might mention something about, America or something like that. And during that time span, I get to, run it parallel and see what y'all niggas. It's never been good. We've never been in like a really wonderful space, not socially, not economically. Like so try something different. If that's the way government's always been, we've always needed an old motherfucker in there. Try something different. Try something different. Seriously.
I think that was the point of Obama.
Obama was to make us feel like we got something, like they gave us something.
But as some people will remind you, he's half black.
No, I mean, I have nothing against Obama. If I had a choice, I'd take him. I'd take him over Trump. But at the end of the day, like, in my opinion, the purpose of Obama was to give the black people something. Oh, these niggas keep complaining, give them something. And the sad thing is, our dumbasses, not necessarily, us, but our black people, society, whatever, we don't even like half the shit that we know now. Had we known it when Obama was in office, we would have been able to kind of help push some of the things that we were wanting or we were asking for. You get what I'm saying? Like there was so much ignorance that during his span that niggas didn't even get a chance. Now though, now that we've had a taste of super like leadership ignorance, now it's like, oh man, if you give me an Obama again, I know how to make that work.
But isn't that also happened Bush? Bush went so far to the dumbass, that's why it swung back around.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying like for the black people.
I think we just thought he had our back, so we didn't have to worry about him that much.
Exactly. We just assumed, but we didn't understand that he has no power. He's the president, but he has very little say. Everything he has to run through what? The Senate? Congress?
Has to run through the House and the Senate.
Right. So while we so focused on what Obama hasn't done or why he ain't did this or he didn't do that, we don't even realize where these shits have to run through. So we focused on voting for the president, but we ain't even focused on voting for the people who actually make you say okay to the decisions. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, like people don't even pay attention to local elections. The person who runs your city today, like Cory Booker, went from mayor of Newark, he was a freeholder also, and now he became the senator.
Right.
If you stop them ahead of time, they ain't gonna have a political career.
Exactly. That's why for me, like I said, I don't even give a fuck about them old niggas in office because whatever up there is gonna happen, it's gonna happen. So let's just focus on what's going on right in here so that at least, if nothing else, we know that we did our part to see something happen up there. Now, if everybody collectively does their part in their local areas, then we should be fine. But again, not you and I, well, me, but not necessarily you, but we black people just recently are learning about what is that face for?
Because sometimes you make little statements and I'm just like, is that a shady comment? But I'm like, let it go.
No, because I know because you like to be like, oh no, I already knew it. And it's just like, all right, that don't.
The only reason I know is because I literally work for those people right now.
Right. So we have to, like, if we knew everything that we know now, and the reason why we know it so well is because of how shitty things have been since Trump came into office. So we had to go through hell to actually learn. You get what I'm saying? And it's like if we could go back to them years when Obama was in office with the knowledge that we have now, we as a people would be better equipped to help him get the things that we are wanting.
Which does lead to one last question because I know you have an appointment. Do you think black people need like a new leadership like Malcolm X or Martin Luther King or this whole disorganized with more a bunch of people with similar thoughts thing is working? Because if there's some type of negotiation or something like that, who are they supposed to go to? There's no representative. It's just
I feel like it could be beneficial. Yeah, definitely. But the thing about that is when you have appointed speakers, that leadership role sometimes, or in those organizations, it sometimes goes from the betterment of our people to the betterment of me. You get what I'm saying? Like it's like, all right, so
I got the quote that you need, homie. I got the quote that you need. Oh, it's from The Dark Knight. It was by Two Face. You either die, either what is it?
you
Oh
die
my,
a hero or you live long enough to be a villain. That
bingo!
one. I love that one. I love that one, and from Dark Knight. If you're good at anything, don't do it for free. Like if you're good at something, don't do it for free. But I forgot where I was saying.
He was talking about how we had a new leadership. It would go from
There you go. Yeah, so it would be, and you're right, that was, now that I put your quote with what I was saying, that was a very good correlation. But it would be in order for it to work, there would have to be a level of transparency between leadership and the group. Because what we are seeing now is so many ambulance chasers, right? And when you see an ambulance chaser, immediately you're thinking you either want the fame or you want some money. You
Sean
feel what
King.
I'm saying? I wasn't going to say his name. I wasn't going to say his name. I wasn't going because I didn't want to get into it. I didn't want to say his name.
And he and his wife seem so nice on Black Love.
And it's like I listened to his podcast for a while. I was following for a while, but then once all of that stuff started happening, I'm like, you know what? This is too much for me to actually like try to get background on. You know what I'm saying? So I just was like, I'm just going to let me maneuver away from this aspect. But right, you get these people in these positions where it's like, okay, money is the issue. Money is needed for these things, to fund these protests and things of that nature, these sit-ins, blah blah blah. Money is needed. So if we're raising money, the people who are doing the footwork need to be in the loop. It needs to be like public information of where everything is going, who's doing what, blah blah blah. It needs to be free flowing.
Mm-hmm.
You know how like back in the day, like NOI, okay, we got the appointed leaders and they know what's going on and then they take the information, trigger that. No, everybody need to be in the same group chat. Everybody need to be on the same forum. You know what I mean? You can have your appointed leaders, but everybody should be knowing what's going on with what, because when there's secrets, that's where the problems start coming in. When niggas don't know what's going on, niggas start getting real untrustworthy. Is that the right word? Like niggas start and niggas start becoming skeptical of each other, and then that's how things start to implode. And this is because, like you said, you brought, do we need another group? Like how, and I did a lot of like civil rights studying of, like I'm a big fan of Malcolm X or whatever. So, and looking at all of that, it's like, shit, where was I going? My eyes started itching, it threw me off.
I'm sorry. He was talking about needing for accountability and transparency. The people have to have access to the person as well as where the money's going. And I think where you were going with it is, when it comes to this person, there needs to be open communication so that they can maintain a position due to the people voting them in that position rather than them gaining power and then using that power to eventually just progress their own person over the community that supported them.
Right. All of that. Yeah. That'll work. I can go with that.
But that's kind of my issue now with certain social media people like Angela Rye and all that. Like they do the work, but it's like, I need you to like do an official position. Like how Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez ran for Congress. I need you to start working in the system and not just yelling outside of it.
So you feel like Angela Rye is yelling outside of the system?
I feel like most Black people who are big time are yelling outside the system.
And you feel like they should move to like get into positions?
The conversation always, we need to fix the system. If you're not working in the system, how the fuck are you gonna fix it?
I agree. I agree. No, and I'm trying to understand what you were saying because I think that it's going into what I agree with. Like I do feel like, all right, so when we look at these people who these activists and whatnot, when we look at them, it's like these are the people of our day. These are the Martin. Well, I ain't seen a Martin. I ain't seen a Martin or a Malcolm yet. Well, these are the Angela what
Yeah,
of our day.
honestly, I don't know of any men who are really like that notable.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like, but and I was about to go into the women, but I like there's some Angela Davises. You feel me? Like there's women that I see that are doing it because black women just get shit done. That's just what they do. But I like we're looking at the leaders of or the people who we you get what I'm trying to say?
Yes,
Like
we support
in real time, we're seeing these people who are going to who are making or doing things that will go on in history. You know what I mean? Like these things are going to be taken down in history. People will know what's her name? Tamika Mallory? Is that her name? She just did some bomb ass speech. It's Tamika something, but people are going to know her. People are going to know of they're going to know Angela Rye. They're going to know these women who are taking you know Stacey Adams and all of the whatever her name is, Abrams, whatever. I don't.
people.
Yeah, I obviously don't know these people, but they are the important people of our time. You know what I mean? And when our kids and our grandkids come up, these are going to be the people that they study about. You know what I'm saying? So I do feel like if you're going to be that notable and you're going to make that big of a fuss, why not? Why not run? Why not? You know what I mean? I agree in that aspect. Like, why not do that?
I remember Angela Rice said there's not enough money in it.
I don't understand.
I
But
mean,
then that's
honest
a
people.
yeah, yeah. But at the same time, low key, I get worried when I see our black people rise up. I kind of get a fear of like, please don't get bought.
Get bought as in
In political, like it's easy to get bought. It come over, oh, if you do X, Y, and Z with your position, my company will do this for you. Like,
oh yes I
get
know.
bought. Yeah. Don't go up there and get bought. Cause it's like, bro, we need you. Our people need you. You feel what I'm saying? But if you go up there and we put you in that position and you go up there and then all of a sudden now you bought, you're not for us anymore. You're for the dollar. And who controls the dollar? The company that bought you. You feel what I'm saying? Like the person that bought you. Like don't go up there and get bought. Like we still need you. We need you. Remember why you went up there. But yeah. All right. Is there anything else? Because we've been trying to close, and I really got to make it to this bathroom.
No, we're good. You can let yourself go.
No, you can let yourself out. The fuck?
No, I meant like
You get
go
up
like
and walk me to the door.
probiotics, whatever you need, raisins.
All right. It was a fun episode this week.
We
Yeah.
need to just record like an outro I could just use for general purposes, just in case.
Well, you can put the commercial there if you want. Shit. For right now. Well, for this
I put
episode.
in a commercial in that odd little space that was empty.
Ah, smart man.
Sometimes, and then I get catfished.
You watch porn?
Like you don't?
Just me and everybody else in the world right now in quarantine.
I
Strong
don't
ass
know if I
right
should
arm.
like get rid of this conversation or not, because it's just like, do I need a memory about foolishness?
That's fucking crazy. Okay. I gotta look because I'm about to go into another rant about some shit that I just read, and I'm like, we'll save that for like a next week type thing. Okay. Wow. Okay. Oops. All right. So again, guys, before I get out of here, because he told me to let myself out. My name is Shonda Nicole. You can find me at Sean. No, you wait a minute, damn it. Gonna kick me out. Tell me that I can walk myself to the door. You gonna let me get my shit? You gonna let me pick up my stuff before I? You ain't gonna be throwing it out the window to me over no banister. Anyways, you can find me at Shonda Nicole 1. That's on Instagram and Twitter. My website is back up, shondanicole.com. And I now have the Fuck It, I'm a Mom podcast. It's not a parenting podcast. It's a podcast for parents. It's a safe space where you can come in and say fuck them kids and not get in trouble for it. And that's available soon to be everywhere that this is available. Until then, just check my website or SoundCloud. Amari, would you like to walk me to the door now?
I can't walk you to the door when you're literally 15, 17 miles away.
It's not even that far. All right, where can they find you at, Amari?
Amari, where's Amari? Pretty much wherever I look.com. That's the same thing we use for Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, places we don't really go to, just post. And I don't know what this shimmy is, but okay.
It's my spirit telling you, wrap it up.
Okay, and since Shonda has to go potty now, we wish you a good day, a good week, and we'll see you. We've been very consistent in this 2-week thing.
We have.
Such a shame it needed this for happening. But anyway, we wish you a good day.
We were pretty consistent prior. No, yeah, you're right.
No. 15.
You know what? You know what really got me consistent when we hit them numbers. When I seen them numbers spike, I was like, oh wait, people fucking with us? Okay, I'll come see y'all every other week for real.
And that's why she now takes it serious. But before she's like, yeah, I'll see when I see him.
That's not true. I had, you know what? It's just like you said, the quarantine. It gave me a chance. It slowed the world down. And when the world slowed down, it gave me a chance to catch up. All right, Amari. I'll talk to you when you send me the agenda. Well, actually, you should be sending me the agenda.
I'll be sending it after this.
Here she is. Go ahead, say hi. All right, get out the camera because her hair not done. All right, I'll talk to you. Bye, everybody. Get your hair is not done, and it looks. All right, guys.
Bye.
Have a great week.
Don't forget about me. Bye.
Bye.
Be safe, Amari.